We landed at our new home in Woodstock on the last day of October. I took this day as slowly as I could, a day to ground myself a little and also to cleanse our home and present myself to the land slowly. I worked on the last few details of work that I had to do, and we flew off to Paris the next day. This may seem like a wild or bizarre decision, being so close to our move, but my sister was getting married and I would have not missed it for anything in the world. This was a very special trip to me, and I believe for all of us. This was the first time in 10 years my nucleus family was all together. My mom, dad, my sister, and I hadn't been together since 2012. This was also the first time my partner, my dad, and my aunt were all crossing the pond, or cruzando el charco, as we say in Spanish. My sister recently moved to France with her family. Her baby is about to be born, and these few days were such a special time to be all together celebrating. So we arrived on the wedding day. Honestly, this was not a good time for either Ivo or I to take vacations, but taking the decision to travel and be there for at least a couple of days was a beautiful decision which turned into a great lesson to me. It may seem obvious, but I'm feeling a lot into how life is actually happening here, right now. I want to do everything that is in my hands to be where I know I truly want to be. I want to do everything that is in my hands to do what I truly know I want to do in this life. We can always focus on the million other situations or opportunities we could have that would or could make our goals, our dreams, a little easier to achieve. But I believe the true magic lies in seeing that the situations, the opportunities we have right here today are the ones which we can truly work with and can truly make the difference. So even though it wasn't a good time for us to take a vacation, we took the decision of flying out, of being where we truly wanted to be, with the people we wanted to share with. I don't live in the same country as my family does, and they all live separate from each other. So one of my biggest lessons from living abroad for the past 9 years has been how present and available I want to be when I am with them. I remember hearing Aziz Ansari talking about how those of us who live in different lands than our parents do have a limited amount of times we'll see them, and this has stayed with me ever since. We may have the blessing of seeing them, 10 or 15 more times, maybe less. How much of that shared time are we really present with them, hearing their stories, their struggles, their adventures? So this trip felt like a 4-day love letter to them. I won't lie, I was very, very tired from everything, from the move, from work, jet lag. But I showed up to my rituals every day, and this became my way of resting and recharging. Having a moment for myself every morning to do yoga, to meditate and journal, these are practices that help me be able to show up fully for others. I want to take a second to thank Ana Luisa for sponsoring today's video. Ana Luisa is a beautiful and sustainable Brooklyn-based jewelry brand I have the honor of being an ambassador from. For my sister's wedding, I decided to use Ana Luisa's Rowena necklace, which is a brass necklace plated with recycled gold. I also used the Adeline flower stud earrings made with mother of pearl and brass plated with 14K recycled gold. And lastly, my favorite, their Mish blue necklace made from agata and brass plated with 14K recycled gold. Make sure to check out the first link in this video's description to get a sweet discount on Ana Luisa's jewelry and to browse their website to learn more about all the beautiful actions that make Ana Luisa a sustainable brand. I've been saying this non-stop for the past month. I left a part of my heart in Giverny, and it is true. It may have been one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. Giverny is a village in the northern French department of Eure, and this is where Monet lived for 40 years. We visited Monet's home, and I am not over his lotus ponds, the flowers, and the gardens. It was so beautiful seeing this Pilantes plant for the first time ever after I painted it back in 2019. It was very inspiring being in a space where so much love and dedication has been poured on every corner. And it was quite special to just sense it. And to spend a moment with the Nymphaeas, my dear ally Lotus, who is always present, showing me her sweetness, her flow, and her beauty. I am so inspired by the love and magic of Giverny, and had been dreaming of coming back home to just paint something fun inspired by the colors of the ponds and Monet's paintings. It was freeing to paint something quite different to my usual paintings, just to have fun and bring out my brushes and watercolor palettes for the first time in months. We spent the last 2 days visiting the center of Paris. We stopped by the Herboristerie de la Place Clichy. We went inside the mesmerizing and astounding opera by Pure Luck, and we walked and talked and sat at little cafes around the streets of Paris.
Porque cantando se alegra surgido lindo los corazones. Ay, 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 ay.
I am so happy we made time to come, visit, get inspired, and share in family, even when we had no time. I am so inspired, moved, and feeling creativity moving so much within me. Merci Paris pour toute l'inspiration. I am now thirsty to go deep within, to arrive back home and start grounding, unpacking, settling, finding my new routines and rituals here. I can't wait to know the trees, the mushrooms, and flowers surrounding our home. I can't wait to get my studio ready and to keep sharing it all with you. Thank you so much for sharing your time and hearts with me. Thank you, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out their beautiful, affordable, and sustainable jewelry using the first link on this video's description. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day.